Okay. Magandang hapon po sa ating mga teacher participants mula sa Region 10, CAR and Caraga. Ayan, salamat po sa inyong active na pakikilahok at paggawa ng ating mga activities ngayong hapon. So we hope that you learned a lot and now we're ready to proceed to the last portion of our program, which is the Q&A. So magandang hapon po, ako po si Director Maggie Del Valle Hermoso from the Bureau of Curriculum Development. And I am here to facilitate this section for the Q&A. So bago po tayo magsimula, syempre gusto nating pasalamatan din yung mga kasama natin na nasa kanya-kanyang mga viewing stations. So I think we have, before we head to the questions, I think we have some photos of our participants sent through our Viber community. So baka pwede rin nating ipakita yon. Ayan. Hello po sa ating mga kasama sa Region 10. So thank you for working on your activities and we're so happy to see your photos. Kasama din natin syempre ang teacher sa CAR. At meron din silang mga pinadalang photos sa Viber community. Thank you very much for sharing what you're doing with us. We're very happy to see you all. And syempre, hindi pa pahuli, kasama natin ang mga teachers from Caraga. So thank you very much for sending your photos and sharing your outputs. Masaya po kami na tinuloy at tinapos natin yung mga activities ngayong araw. Sige po. So ngayon, we will close by having the Q&A. So let's shift back to the Mentimeter. And I will try to answer as many of the questions as I can with the limited time. We will wrap up at around 3:25 for this portion of the program. But rest assured po, kung meron kayong mga tanong na hindi pa nasagot, makakonsolidate pa rin po yan into our FAQs, which we will send out to our teachers after all the teacher orientation sessions. Okay, sige po, subukan nating sagutin yung iba dito. Yan. So halimbawa po may isang question dito about TLE. So paano hahatiin into the 3-term period? So kung nakita niyo na po yung microsite kanina, nandun po ang budget of work natin. Kasama din dun sa microsite. And in the TLE budget of works, we still spend 1 term for each of the disciplines except for ICT. Kasi yung ICT po, hinati-hati yung mga competencies niya at nakaspread out na siya sa 3 terms. So, ibig sabihin, buong taon po, merong ICT competencies tayo na may encounter. Okay? Ayan. Paano naman ang senior high school old curriculum? So, syempre po, ang ating Strength and Senior High School curriculum ay implement na ngayong taon sa grade 11. At meron tayong mga learners na nasa grade 12 na, gamit pa rin ang lumang curriculum. Pwede rin pong ang gawin natin ay tapusin natin yung kanilang natitirang subjects within a terms. For example, kung may natira pa sila na 12 na applied and specialized subjects, yung isang subject po ay dapat tapusin within the term. So hindi niya kailangan ng budget of work. Kung ano po yung list ng competencies na nandun sa kanilang curriculum guide, kaya po yung tapusin within 1 term. Okay. So hindi na po nila, so the short answer is, hindi na po nila kailangan ng budget of work dahil tatapusin nila yung kanilang subject within the term. Sige po. Ayan, meron bang lesson plan templates and budget of work for multi-grade class? So yung atin pong lesson plan template na may ilaw framework, applicable naman po kahit sa multi-grade, even sa ALS, sa iba-iba nating mga inclusion programs. So hindi po kailangan ng iba't ibang template para sa iba't ibang program. We can still use the same lesson plan template. Okay. Meron bang are there new formats for the school forms? So ito po yung isang common question din. Yes, they're not yet readily available, but we have already coordinated with the concerned offices po sa BHROD, sa planning, and they will be aligned to the 3-term calendar and the forms will be released soon. Pero ang atin lang pong siguro parang sort of address the fear of our teachers, It's usually the same form. Ano po, babawasan lang ng mga columns para mag-align doon sa 3-term. So for example, yung class record natin, simple average pa rin naman po yun. Kung dati in-average natin yung 4 na quarter, yun i-average lang natin yung 3. So actually for initial recording purposes, pwede pa rin natin gamitin yung mga dati nating forms. Pero to fully align with the 3-term, yes, we have requested na po yung bagong forms, and they will soon be posted through announcements through the DepEd website. Okay. May question din dito. Will there be lesson exemplars? May mention din kanina sa isang question, learning materials. Yes, lesson exemplars will be provided and we will also put them into the microsite. Textbooks have also been procured. Bahaba lang po talaga yung proseso, but we have completed the procurement of our textbooks from K to 10. And next in line na po yung procurement din ng textbooks for senior high school. So ang target po by July, tumatakbo na yung deliveries natin, and we acknowledge that's late dahil June ang start ng klase, but we will do our best to expedite. Ang kinaiba po nito, at least natapos natin yung procurement relative to the past years na medyo marami po tayong procurement gaps. This time, meron talaga tayong titles at kailangan lang madala po sila sa mga paaralan natin. But for the exemplars, they will be posted through the LS Policy Guide microsite and also in the DepEd website for easy access for everyone. Is it okay to put the numerical grade beside the letter grade? Hindi na po. So hindi tayo nagsisimula sa numerical tapos i-convert lang natin dun sa letter grade. Meron po talaga tayong mga descriptions. And nandun din po yan sa palabas na assessment policy. Okay. May question din on... Ayan. Paano ang paggawa ng lesson plan? Per lesson ba? Per day? Per week? Meron mga ibibigay ng mga exemplars, teacher's guide, etc. So, nasagot na po natin yung mga exemplars kanina. Yung paggawa po ng lesson plan, siguro ang madali po nating isipin, hindi siya fixed, di ba po? Kasi tingnan natin siya ng hindi nakakabit sa kung ilang araw, kundi kung gaano katagal natin kailangan i-discuss yung isang competency. So pag tinignan niyo po yung lesson plan template at nandun din po yan sa microsite, pwede po kayo mag-download doon ng kopya ng lesson plan template or make a copy for your own drive. Meron pong isang row doon na nakalagay yung number of sessions. So halimbawa po, pwedeng ang isang competency na may multiple objectives ay ituturo ninyo sa 3 sessions o sa 4 o sa 2. Pero pwede ring isa lang. So flexible lang po talaga yung ating form. Pero halimbawa po, at ito yung siguro mai-advise ko rin para hindi po kayo mahirapan. Yung isang, kung itatackle ninyo yung isang competency or isang, let's say, combination of competencies, yun lang po yung talagang related ang pagsamahin nyo sa isang lesson plan. Huwag naman sobra na competencies yung pagsamahin sa isang lesson plan. Kasi mahihirapan na rin po kayo sundan. Kahit labelan nyo yun na parang day 1, day 2, day 3. Kung talagang malayo na yung competency, mahirap na po yung basahin. Ang tip po namin, ito parate, ang check nyo po, ang litmus test, kung maayos ba yung lesson plan nyo, ipabasa nyo sa co-teacher ninyo. At kung kaya niyang i-implement, kaya niyang intindihin yung sinulat yung lesson plan, okay na po yun. Ibig sabihin, okay, malinaw na enough yung pagkalatag niyo po ng mga competencies or magpagkalatag ninyo ng ano yung activities na mangyayari sa inyong lesson. Okay? So again, hindi po siya fixed, Hindi katulad dati, di ba, sa DLL, kailangan natin gawin 5 araw agad. Dito hindi kailangan ganon. Pwedeng sa isang template, isang araw lang, pwedeng 2, pwedeng 3, depende kung gaano katagal niyo po kailangan gamitin ang ating mga, ang ilang araw ang kailangan nating gugulin para matapos natin yung competency at yung mga lesson objectives na nilagay natin sa lesson plan. Okay? Meron din tayong question, in the event of emergencies or disasters, will the 3-term calendar provide more flexibility for makeup classes? hopefully yes po, no, dahil dun sa ating end of term block, space po yun para sa atin kung sakali na kailangan natin na magkaroon ng makeup class. No? Hindi naman natin kailangan na ubusin yung 10 days natin in the end of term block for co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Pwede po halimbawa, talagang hindi kinaya, no, in the course of the instructional block, meron kayong 2-3 araw na nag-cancel yung klase at nakita nyo na kailangan talaga mag-makeup class, hindi natapos yung inyong mga activities, then pwede niyo pong gamitin yung araw na nandun sa end of term block. So, yung school heads po natin, sila din yung mag-manage nung time para sa end of term block. Okay? How are the different celebrations per month conducted? So, alam ko po marami tayong mga maraming activities tayo na sineselebrate at mga iba't ibang klaseng celebrations. Ang pinakang rule of thumb po natin, kung yung celebration ay tumapat na nandun siya sa instructional block, ang default po natin as much as possible, integrate na lang po natin siya sa klase. Diba? Ang buwan ng wika, pwede namang i-celebrate sa Filipino. Let's say, ang reading month, pwede naman sa Filipino and English. Yung mga ibang celebrations natin, pwede sa health, pwede sa PE. So, integrate lang po natin siya para hindi na magkakaroon ng disruption. So, iwasan na po natin na magkaroon pa ng separate na program or gathering. Yung ating mga nakasanayan na minsan, yung mga activities, no? Pag isang celebration, may pageant yung nakatapat, may parade yung nakatapat, tigilan na po natin yun as much as possible at integrate na lang po yung mga celebration sa loob ng ating mga klase. Okay? Meron din pong question, kung pwede pa rin ba yung 45 minutes? Yes, lalo na po kung kayo ay nasa situation na double shift kayo. Allowed pa rin naman po ito, no? Although may prescribed hours na ideally 1 hour, pero kung talagang hindi kaya dahil sa, yun nga po, may shortage ng classrooms or meron kayong, yung iba very temporary, may inaayos na building sa inyong schools, yes, pwede pa rin po yung 45 minutes. Okay? Sige, yung iba pong hindi pa natin nasagot. In the lesson planning under learning experiences, do you have to give the details of the activities, such as how we did in the DLL? Yes. Yes po. Tandaan po natin, no, yung lesson plan, ang pinakang gagamit po ng document na yan ay si teacher. Kayo po, kayong mga teacher. So isulat niyo po as much as possible yung mga details para po mababalikan niyo siya habang nag-i-implement kayo. And ganun din, the other purpose of the lesson plan is, of course, if you have to leave your class, then you have to leave your lesson plan, di ba, with your co-teacher. So kailangan po detailed yung laman ng plan na yon, detailed enough for you to implement or for your co-teachers to implement. Okay? Sample lesson plan, yes, wala pa po yata doon sa ating microsite, but our Bureau of Learning Delivery is already working on some samples to help teachers also visualize kung ano pong itsura ng LP natin ngayon. Okay? So we'll be uploading samples soon. Nabawasan po ba yung subject sa Key Stage 2? Hindi po, dahil again yung ICT, naka-embed pa rin siya doon sa ating budget of work for TLE. So in each term, meron pong ICT competencies na naka-embed doon sa i-cover for the term. So I think we've answered most of the questions. Sige po, i-scroll up lang natin. Ayan, for kindergarten with blocks of time. Okay, how can we use the lesson plan template? So, di ba po sa ating ELAW framework, no, intentions, learning experiences, or learning activities, and then assessment, and then yung ways forward, pwede pong yung blocks ay i-reflect natin dun sa ating learning experience, dun sa second block. No? So, pwede niyo pong hati-hatiin yun based on the blocks na ginagamit sa kinder. Okay. So we still have some minutes for Q&A, and I'm seeing Director Veron has joined our call. Hi, Director Veron. Good afternoon. Kita ko rin si Sir Carl na nandito sa call. Maybe we can to answer since marami pa tong questions natin from our participants. I'd like to turn this over to Director Veron and Carl. Ayan, si Director Veron is here. Sige. So we can continue this discussion. Director Veron, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Sige. Hi, thank you, Director Maggie. No? So perhaps just a few more questions before we go to our synthesis po. No? I think maganda po yung some of the questions that were raised earlier, and Director Maggie was able to go through many of them. No? I think one of the items that we're seeing here, are there available ready-made PowerPoints and summative assessments for high school teachers? I think at this point po, no, we would like to guide you to our microsite. So many of the materials and references will be made available po sa microsite. Some of them have been tagged, no, for if they're going to be updated or uploaded soon, no. So please kindly go back to the microsite na every once in a while for reference. Okay. Sige. Sir Carl, yes? You may answer some of the questions po.
Ayan, nakikita niyo po ako. Ayan, narinig po ako, dear?
Yes. Yes, yeah.
And I just want to add, dear, yun dun po sa summative assessment natin, no? Kasi po dun sa ating assessment policy is ang ating summative test and ang ating term exam ay teacher-made test, no? So, tayo pa rin po as teachers yung gagawa ng ating summative test because we are the ones who taught that particular learning competency. And so, we are the one who should assess that learning competency. Siguro po ito na lang direct yung MELC po ba yung dati pa rin ang gagamitin namin? Okay, just want to clarify also in terms of the curriculum. We are currently utilizing the revised K-10 curriculum. Okay po? So yun na po yung ginagamit natin ngayon sa kindergarten to grade 10. And for senior high school, we will be utilizing the strengthened senior high school curriculum. Meron ang MELC pa rin nagagamit siguro po is yung old curriculum natin, yung old SSHS curriculum natin, no? Kasi may mga MELCs pa rin po 'yon. So sila lang po ang makakagamit nun. Pero currently, we will be using the revised K-10 curriculum and the strengthened senior high school curriculum po.
Okay, just one more question, no? Before we synthesize. Do we still need to follow the blocks of time in kindergarten? If yes, in what part of the ELAW lesson plan template, no? We will still follow the blocks of time for kindergarten. For the lesson plan template po, if you check po yung sa learning experiences, there's a block there po for flow. You may indicate po yung blocks of time dun sa flow cell, dun sa flow na part po of the lesson plan template. Again, I think it may have been emphasized for earlier that the lesson plan template can be designed for use daily or perhaps weekly or every 2 to 3 days, depending kung gaano po ka-detailed yung paggawa ninyo. In which case, pwede po yung blocks of time pwedeng hatiin ng hanggang day 1 to 5 or day 1 to 3. So, we do have a lot of questions sa Q&A po natin. What we have been doing po for the other orientations is we collate all of these questions, combine po all of the frequently asked questions, and later on po we will make our common answers available po on our microsite as well as other platforms. No, considering our time right now, for now, we will be collating all of these. I think just a quick synthesis po, no, from this morning. We have been discussing po yung big pictures of all of the proposed reforms, yung learning systems reforms po natin. No? And again, as we emphasized po this morning, it's really an open dialogue from central office to the regional office, the division offices, and yung school level, yung schools po natin. No? All the way to the teachers and the learners. That's why directly we came to you po. So, implementation is not perfect. Of course, there will be nuances, there will be situations po. That's why we are making ourselves available po for any concerns that you would like to raise so that we can better implement the proposed reforms moving forward. So, we would like to emphasize lang po some of the items, no? Ito pong orientation is not the only time that we will be touching base with all of you. It is going to be again, the goal po is not to make you memorize all of these proposed reforms today. In the coming days, weeks, we will be coordinating with you po. Perhaps the team can show yung ways forward natin na slide, no? So where can they get additional information? Ayan. Well, just to show you lang po yung general strategy for our orientations, we have conducted face-to-face orientation sessions. Some are clustered for school heads and learners, no? We have partnered with ROs and SDOs for the logistics, the preparations, and the memos. And we also have online orientation such as this. But we will also have self-paced materials. Now, we have the microsite mentioned earlier. We have videos and kits. For our ways forward po, sige, next please. Ayan. So where to get additional information after our session today? So we have the Learning Systems Guide for teachers and school heads. Ito po yung QR code natin for LS Updates Guide. We would like to encourage everyone, kasama po yung mga kasamahan po natin joining us via YouTube live stream. You may save po a copy of itong QR code natin. This is our microsite QR code. Dito po makikita niyo po yung toolkit for teachers, yung budgets of work natin. If you want to read up on the policies, the policies themselves are available here, but also the briefers, the summaries po of the policies are also available. We also updated the site to include instructional videos, no? So they're about around 1 minute each. Ano lang siya, no? Digestible information. If you want to learn more about specific policies, at least you have first-hand direct information po available on our microsite, no? Again, ito po yung policy guides, yung ano po natin ay accessible na rin sa DepEd website. Sorry pa, okay, balik lang na. Available na sila sa official DepEd website natin. You may click yung programs and guide to LS updates. Next. Ayan. So, ito po yung na-mention ko po yung videos in relation to the Learning Systems Policy Guides. Accessible po sila dun sa upper right ng website po natin. No? So, again, they're about a minute long. Is very easily digestible information. We highly encourage everyone to click on the site and check out our videos po, no, for direct first-hand information on the proposed reform policies. Okay, next. Another thing I would like to highlight po, no, we have also conducted orientations sa ating school heads. So, after po our orientation, we highly encourage teachers and school heads to come together and see and discuss po yung implementation at the school level, how you're going to proceed po moving forward. Since meron na rin po silang orientations, this would be an alignment on both ends, no, on how we will proceed. And then lastly po, where to get information. Can you just flash po yung email addresses? Ayan. So if you have very specific concerns, burning questions po talaga, you may coordinate or you may email po the following emails here, bld.od@deped.gov.ph and bcdo.od@deped.gov.ph for specific clarifications. There may be some lead time po in answering the questions because we do receive a lot of questions, but rest assured that that the team behind this is working extra hard not to respond to many of our questions. And again po, we are collating all of your questions so that we can come up with consolidated FAQs for everyone's reference then moving forward. So I think at this point po, we would like to give a um, just to transition po, no, we have a message po from Secretary Sonny Angara to show everyone. So please, the team, go ahead. We're just double checking ang link po natin just for a few technical runs. Kindly wait po.
I'd like to greet all of our teachers and of course our learning system strat led by Yusek Melo Rashon, ASEC Turo, as engineer, and to all those participating. Magandang araw po. I'd like to congratulate you and thank you for your very hands-on approach in these reforms that we are pushing. DepEd, some are curricular, some are scheduling reforms, but definitely they all work together para mas maganda po yung learning outcomes natin. At syempre, sinasaalang-alang din po natin yung teachers' welfare, which is very important for us. So, hope you can really learn a lot from these sessions and take them to mark so that we can apply them in the field. But again, maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.
So we heard po the message po from Secretary Angara. We would like to introduce po, we have Assistant Secretary Janier Datukan with us for the closing remarks. ASEC, good afternoon po. Go ahead, sir.
Good afternoon. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat sa pagdalo nito. Bibilisan ko lang to para makapagpahinga na tayo, no? First of all, thank you for attending this very important gathering, no? The orientation is really one of our ways to make sure na kung ano po yung intention ng DepEd Central Office, ayun din po makakarating sa ating mga field implementers. At kayo po yung pinaka-importante doon, ang ating mga teachers. No? Yan na nga po, matitigilan na natin yung sinasabing yung paradox ng sandok versus kutsarita, no? Sandok ang nanggaling dito, pag-train ng mga trainers, pababa ng pababa, unti-unting nadidilute. Hindi naman po sa lahat ng pagkakataon, no? May mga pagkakataon din talaga na hindi siya nakakascale ng buong buo. So ngayon kami po ang bumababa para wala na pong malulugi kung sandok po ang binigay namin sa inyo mga regional directors, pati rin sa inyo sandok rin po ang makakarating. Maraming salamat din sa paglaan ng oras para dito, para intindihin tayo. Naintindihan niyo naman po na yung mga reformang ito ay magkakasama-sama. At ang isa sa pinaka-importanteng prinsipyo dito ay bukod sa tuhog-tuhog siya, ay naiintindihan natin na importante talaga na baguhin din natin yung sistema natin. We need to upgrade, we need to improvise, we need to innovate also. Kasi we've seen that, you know, for the longest time, marami po ang reforma na ginagawa natin. Pero hindi po talaga siya na-address yung mga persistent na problems natin, lalo na sa instructional time natin, no? So hopefully itong mga reforma ito ay makakatulong towards, you know, improving our teaching and learning process at saka yung time natin for teaching and learning. Sabi ko nga lagi, no, hindi natin pwedeng gawin paulit-ulit. We can't be doing the same thing over and over again and hope for a different result. We've done this for quite some time, no? And probably there's a need to change or to at least baguhin ang ating perspektibo sa pag-a-apply ng ating mga programa para sa tingin naman natin ay makakakuha tayo ng panibagong resulta. And we are hoping that this will really be successful so that kahit papano ma-address natin yung mga gaps na nakikita na natin. We're not hoping that this will be a perfect policy or plan, no? This is a beginning. Ito po ay susuriin natin mabuti. We monitor this, we evaluate the program, and we make sure na it will work. So, kasama po namin kayo doon. At paulit-ulit ko rin pong sinasabi, kakampi po namin kayo, magkakampi po tayo, magkasama po tayo para sa ating mga bata, of course, para sa ating learners at para din sa ating mga guro. So, kung meron po kayong mga first particular concerns, bukas po ang aming tanggapan para makatanggap po ng inyong mga comments, no, na hindi nyo may susulat dito. Pwede nyo bang po kaming i-email, pwede nyo po bisitahin ng ating website sa DepEd para makita nyo po kung saan po kami pwedeng makontak. Yung mga opisina po namin ay bukas para sa inyong mga mungkahi. At pasensya na po na kailangan natin gawin itong viewing sessions na ito, mga watch parties, kasi naisip namin maganda rin na pagsamasamahin kayong lahat sa lugar na familiar kayo at sa mga lugar na nakakapag-coordinate kayo sa isa't isa at nakakagawa ng ating mga orientation workshop na activities. No, so kung meron po kayong mas magandang idea, make sure that you let us know also so that we can improve also the way we cascade training and orientation to the field. Muli, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagdalo. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you, ASEC Janier, for your closing remarks po. No, we really appreciate. Just to highlight po, we really went directly po to our teachers, no, so that we can cascade the information to you directly, and for our open dialogue po with teachers, school heads. At this point po, we would just like to invite everyone to answer our evaluation form. No, we have flashed on the screen the evaluation form link. Kindly scan po the QR code and use your official DepEd email address. So the form will be accepting responses until 7 p.m. today. We would like to highlight po that we will also be issuing your certificates of attendance, and this will be our basis po na yung evaluation, just for our reference also. So we would like to invite everyone po, no, from our cluster viewing stations as well as our participants sa YouTube live stream. Please kindly answer the evaluation form link. So you have the QR code here po. You may scan it or you may type in sa browser niyo po yung tiny URL link po indicated dito sa screen. Yan po. So we will give you a few seconds now to take a screenshot. Our facilitators po, if you can kindly save a screenshot of the slide din po for our participants sa cluster viewing. Ayan. We will also share this po to our Viber community groups now for reference. Our teams will be sending this po. So again, we would like to thank everyone for joining us for today's orientation. From all our participants po sa Region 10, CAR and Caraga. Maraming salamat po. Hindi man magiging perfect ang implementation, but if we work together, we get to cultivate a system that is more aligned, more coherent, and more focused on learning. So again, maraming salamat po at pagpalain po kayo. Maraming salamat. Thank you.